did the first 30, 32 rounds or something like that. Maybe 25, I don't know. But I ended up winning the Super Bowl the first season. And bro, it took like 3 hours. Almost 4 hours. Yeah. I mean, everybody was on picking. Well, most people was on and picking. It was, yeah, it was pretty cool. And I ended up winning the Super Bowl. Uh, and then the following season,
All
I got
right,
to the
Coach.
AFC
EA Sports
Championship and lost
coverage of the
by
National
by
Football
one
League
play.
is on the air. The
I should
scene a few
have
moments
repeated.
ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made
And then
their way
I
out
don't
of
have
the tunnel.
we
These
don't have the
folks are
fucking XP
fired
too
up
high or
as
none
their
of that
guys
shit.
are
I
ready
think
to
it's pretty
do
straight.
battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
Oh yeah, in the first year, yeah. Second year we let it auto draft. I didn't feel like looking for another one. The second year draft class. Probably could have found one pretty easy, but I didn't even look. Yeah.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Jerron Harmon makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up.
After the first year, yeah, I'm cool. I mean, first year, it's pretty accurate. There's going to be a pretty accurate class. Second year, it's not going to be as accurate, you know. That's why I was like, I don't really care.
Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
Yeah.
Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen.
I saw that too, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I didn't see him. They took the quarterback from North Carolina A&T. Has a cold ass quarterback who can go league, but they took him out of the most recent. They took him out of the most recent one, bro, or at least one that I had another league. Yeah, Rainer. I seen him playing, man. That dude's fucking cold.
Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Yeah, because the computer is fucking tough when you get down to it. I played the computer one time in my other league, and they beat me like 41-7. I didn't play in the game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Yeah.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing.
That's what I did in my other league. They never specified. I mean, they didn't specify Madden Holics either, though.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage.
Yeah.
Was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Damn.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads
I
us
took
to a 3rd
in
and
the
3.
initial draft, I took Minka Fitzpatrick, bro, and he was like an 83 or 84 at the beginning of the first season. Bro, he was a 99 by the time it was the Super Bowl, just because he's a superstar. Minka Fitzpatrick.
Montgomery a 1st down and then
Yeah, free safety for Miami in real life.
Houston.
He went to Alabama.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down
he's a
the field
rookie in
and
real
score
life.
on the opening drive. Looks good on the extra point. And
No,
it's now
it's a
7-0
fantasy
game.
draft league. But I took him like 4th.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
Bro, I got Josh Rosen, and I built him all the way up to a 99.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Like at the end of the second season, I had 3 receivers over 1,000 yards. Like I was spreading the shit out of the ball. I had 3 receivers over 1,000, and I had 3 more over 500.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Evades the tackler and now some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Todd Gurley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are an extra
I ended
point
up
away
getting
from
Bryce
tying
Love
this
in
thing up.
this league that I have the Ravens in. Remember Bath? This bitch ass. Yeah,
So
I'm
a
in his
tie-ball
league.
game here as the kick's away.
Yeah. Bruh, it's
This will
so
be taken
bad,
in
man.
at the
Like,
1.
they swear it's not, but it is. Like, I don't know,
Nice
man.
return sets him
I
up
don't know,
pretty good
but
here
I
at the
just playing it, bro.
30-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as
Yeah,
they
that
get
shit
set
don't work
to
no
take
more.
over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in
Deep
the end
crossing
zone.
pattern.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it?
Stretching,
and which
toss
team
plays.
has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last
That's
time
what
on
all the
offense,
top
they
players,
rolled downfield,
and
get
I
into
say
a good
top
rhythm.
players because they
You
always
see a
have the
little
best
more
records.
bounce in and out
They
the
all of
huddle. You
them
can see
run
the
the fucking
sideline really get
toss
into the
plays
game.
and
So defensively,
stretch
you think to
plays.
yourself,
That's it.
how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
With the,
Pressure is-
I love it.
I'm learning how to stop that shit in my other league, but I got a way better defense than the one that I
Big
drafted.
hitter to start the drive
'cause I got
has
to
him
pick
up
'em.
near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Yeah, that does work. I don't
Right
run
back
it
to
enough,
him
I
on
think.
1st down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big
Definitely gonna
emphasis
run
this
that.
afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Set. Blue lining. Blue lining.
Yeah.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw
I
it
got
any place, anytime,
I drafted Zach
anywhere.
Cunningham
That time it fell
from the
incomplete.
Texans. Bro, he's so fucking good.
So 2nd
yeah.
down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now let's go. Blue lining.
On 3rd down, Rosen. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
Yeah.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage.
Definitely.
You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can
Felt
make
like
a
it
big
wasn't
play.
enough
You know, they
competition.
create
I
a
was like,
play,
bro, the game
run
just
after
came out.
catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened.
And that's the same way Bath is, you know.
They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I was eating that year too. Fucking lost in the playoffs.
3rd down.
By a lot.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I know in Bath League right now, man, the Bengals and Browns are the teams that have better records than me in the standings, and we're in week fucking 13.
The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Tyus Bowser.
I'm the Ravens, and the Bengals and Browns, damn near undefeated. The Ravens.
Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Tariq Cohen.
Hell yeah. I ended up getting Bryce Love. And I got Bryce Love in the running for Rookie of the Year because he's got like, I think he's 2nd in the league in rushing.
And the Texans with great
I had a couple
field
200
position to
yard
start
games
this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Yeah. You gotta know when to hold the boost and when not to, bro. That's all it is.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah. If you notice, bro, if you play someone that's real cover 3 heavy, run counter plays on him, bro. It blows that shit up. Blows it the fuck up every time.
Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does
I'm
take
telling
it
you,
all
when they
the
start
way
running
to
that cover
2.
3.
And that one results in 35 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot! Patriot!
Here's Rosen to throw.
I don't know if they were straight twos, man.
Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
That's landing in the end zone.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Wow. I'll be hating those games.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Damn.
We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Space to maneuver at the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to
I have another fantasy draft league where my top pick was Khalil Mack, and then my other linebackers, Leighton Vander Esch, Miles Jack, and Quan Alexander. fucking squad, bro.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
5.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I played most of them.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say
like I'll play I'll play 4 in one night and then I won't have any like the next night or some shit.
Shred my defense.
Or the next day.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's brought down.
Sometimes,
17 more yards on that one.
It just depends on if I don't want to play like the next day. Because a lot of them are 48-hour leagues. So
go ahead and exploit them.
all of them are 48-hour leagues.
How decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground
but
and going.
I'm in fucking Diddy's league, and they just advance that hole whenever, you know. So
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Apparently he's working a lot, but
now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be swallowed up.
Rusty's been doing most of the shit.
Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Malik McDowell able to drop him for a loss of 4.
is he? I don't know if he's still in there. He was in there,
at the 4,
but I don't know if he
here's
still is.
second and goal.
Actually, yeah, he still is. I saw him last season. I think I played him last season. We're in the off season right now, about to go
back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2.
They ran Trey out of the league, bro.
To keep this drive moving.
Motherfuckers do run the same shit though. No, the dude he was playing, his dude was like undefeated.
Line of scrimmage again, the 4-yard
yeah,
line.
Boss threw like
Second
3,000 yards for receiver and shit. I remember that shit. But yeah, he pretty much loosened up the rules on this league. Yeah.
They'll drop the throw.
Like he used to make him switch up on defense, and now he's like still running the same play over and over.
In there to pick up his second sack now.
I'm pretty sure on offense he's doing the same play over and over too, or some shit.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, that's fine.
Steps away, hammering for the goal line.
That's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that rule, but I'm saying some people abuse the shit. Like they'll do that. There's a known glitchy blitz, bro. A known glitchy blitz.
But he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession.
Yeah.
And this one is
Dude got
right
fucking
through.
39 sacks in one season with the shit. Like
a good drive gets
out
him
of hand.
inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Thank God he dropped.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
I brought the Super Bowl home to Houston, man. Rebuilt the stadium.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
This shit had horrible ratings.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Maybe you can
My man's getting a little
Maybe
loose
you
with
can.
the
I think you
football
can.
there, right? Interception before, almost had one here.
Yeah, that's the
Start
thing.
taking better care of it.
Yeah,
There's no
really
owners.
should
It's
have been
supposed to be all
back-to-back
coaches.
drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but
I would not doubt it.
39 following the 10-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily.
Just
done.
talking, bro. Because he got a hype man.
There is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Punish him for breaking that rule. All right, bro.
Now a handoff for Gurley.
Josh,
Shrugs
yeah.
the tackle.
Nice.
It's about that time of the year for Josh.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Like, what the fuck? What did he do?
Broken tackle run
He
there
spied
by
all
Todd
his
Gurley, the 10th
linemen?
pick
Come
in
on,
the
man.
2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And
Hear
he will
that?
be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the
Zach
20.
Cunningham with a pick.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And now
God
this
damn
is
it.
intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety.
Flew
It
back?
is. It's a safety. How about that for a
Wow.
wacky play?
Nah, bro, I could
Wow,
never.
what a
That's
disaster.
risky.
You talk about a guy
How much,
making
though?
a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport.
Shit,
They
it
say
might.
the great
What he
athletes,
shoulda did was
they
put it
can
in
kind of have
coffee.
a short-term memory, but that's easier said
Put in the
than
bag
done.
and put
It
in
is
coffee.
easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember,
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and
Oh,
6
my
now
God.
from the 24.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I used dry sheets one
Throwing
time
the
and it
football,
actually
he's
made
not
the
as
weed
sharp
smell
as he
worse.
was
I
last
like,
week
what
when he
the
was
fuck?
over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Green 39.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple
Not even
yards
worth
on
it.
that one. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there.
Yeah.
Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jared Davis
But I've never
coming
been
hard on
even.
the blitz. He dumps
I've never
him
been
for a
arrested.
loss
I've
of
never been
8.
pulled over. Anything. Nothing for weed. Like it's crazy.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Never had any of
They'll
that
run
shit
it now
happen.
out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down.
I had
just
a
shy
most
of
ever
the
have.
20.
I got a jaywalking
That'll get a
ticket
little bit
walking
back,
across the
give him
street from
5
school,
on the
bro.
run, and they'll be
You
left
go
with
in and
a
get a
3rd and
Gatorade from the
13.
store before a football game. Yeah.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
.21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
On 1st down, it's Rosen. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This is Cohen on the toss. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Going up top for Miller. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go!
They run. This is Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
All right, here we go. Boo, landed.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Chili, the microwave.
Hey.
Yeah.
White chocolate. Looking at.
Denzel, you missed it last night. Funniest shit
Texans
ever.
on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point.
KG thought he could hold me.
3rd and goal here.
Let me read you off the stat line. Oh, hold on.
So how did that turn out?
Let me read you the stat line. I'll tell you how it turned out.
Now Rosen.
All right, so keep in mind I had 14 points at halftime. I finished with 30 points, 6 boards, 6 assists, 2 steals. And those 2 steals should have been 3 or 4. Like I had 4 turnovers that I caused of KG. KG had 8 turnovers total. I caused 4 of those, but I only got credited with 2 of the steals. Like there was 2 that I tipped off of him and it went out of bounds and we got the ball, but you don't get a steal for that.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it.
And I went 14 of 20 shooting. He went 2 of 11. 5 point. Like I wasn't holding him. Gene Cole was holding him because they had a score original on the wing, and I didn't want to switch and then put somebody else on original. So he went 5 points, 7 assists, 8 turnovers, 1 rebound, 0 for 3 shooting from the 3-point line, 2 of 11 from the field. No one else on this team. Oh, we played 3. So in the second game, they won the first one because like we were just getting like on the game and they had already been in a rhythm. It was me, TA, Gene Cole, Jeezy, and then LD.
Jeezy's ass.
Yeah, Jeezy's bad. But so LD was in a party with KG yesterday, and it was him, this dude original, and KG. All of a sudden, 3 more people joined. And KG boots LD off the team and said, hey, I'm going to run with the 5 that I've been running with.
Wow.
So LD was butthurt than a motherfucker whenever I got on the game. He's like, man, listen what KG just did to me. I was like, oh, for real? So we just got to find together to spank their ass real quick. I put it in the fridge.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I was going to get on yesterday, too.
Forward here for a good little game. Now the Steelers use the first
I
of their
wish you
3
would have. That was
timeouts.
funny.
As
What's
they'll
good?
stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
I'm getting on 2K right now.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion.
You trying to run
This is
program or
3rd and
something?
4. Back to throw. Going for the deep ball.
Comedy, really.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he is all the way up past the 25.
He called it the same play because he was scrambling.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
A scramble and improvisation.
Yeah, you gotta be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue
I don't know.
Now Rosen on 1st down.
It was the weirdest shit ever. All right, so Denzel, one of our coaches broke a backboard today.
picked off near the 32.
Playing around.
No, so it wasn't even playing around. He was actually doing his job. All right, so he had the big men, and I was being the guy on the wing that was post feeding them for a while, and then they didn't need me for post feeds anymore because they were doing other things. So I went to the other side to go work with the guards. I turned around for no more than 2 minutes, and I turned like I didn't even turn. There was just a loud, just crashing noise. The fucking rim's hanging, like the rim's hanging. The backboard's shattered. There's glass all over the floor, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?" So coach was one of the coaches that works with me. He's 6'8", 6'9". Had a scholarship to UConn. Well, he had a scholarship to Duke, and then pulled his commitment and went to Georgetown. I'm sorry, not UConn. So he pulled his commitment from Coach K, went and played at Georgetown, then had a big injury that didn't allow him to continue playing basketball. But he was working out with our bigs, and he was doing a drill with them where you have to dunk the ball, then get the ball and dunk it again, and then get the ball and dunk it a third time. And number one, we only have 2 kids that could even possibly. We only have 1 kid that I think could do it. We only have 2 that are even dunking vertically, like on a consistent basis. So this was an irrelevant drill. It wasn't going to happen anyways. But that's beside the point. He goes up to show them how to do it. He dunks 1 time, dunks 2 times. And then on the 3rd one he dunked, and they said he didn't even hang on it something crazy. They said it was just a normal dunk, and he just shattered that hoe.
Wow.
So practice just kind of stops for the next 5 to 10 minutes as everyone's just shocked, like, what the fuck?
That will get him one closer.
No, but he got cut up, like there was glass on his neck, and one of the players had glass that cut their wrist.
Now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
That shit was so crazy. Like, I've never heard that happen before. Like, I've seen it happen like on videos, but like, I've never been in a gym where you hear a fucking rim getting ripped out of the backboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side, Williams.
Just make sure there's a kid in there with you and say that he done.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Oh, man, Andy, but my schedule's worse than what I told you. Not only do I have a game tomorrow and a tournament Friday and Saturday, but I also have another game on Monday. What the fuck?
He's going to let this one go deep.
That doesn't make any sense. Why the hell would you schedule that?
Touchdown, Houston.
Bro,
as time expires
4 days in a row, though?
And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Like, I don't...
And just before the half
yeah, but not only that. Okay, so my Monday practice is only 20 minutes because we have fucking pictures.
Excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be because...
Bro, this is ass. That shit pissed me off when I found that out.
But you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
It's been a shootout.
Hey, you know what's funny is I know that I probably shouldn't have done this, but my player was pissing me off today, so they asked us on the line a lot. I told him at the beginning of practice, bro, I said, look, I don't want to run anyone today. Like, I have no reason to want to run you. We have a lot of games coming up. I said, just do what you're supposed to, and no one's going to be running, you know? Man, when I say they were on the line at least 50% of practice, not even joking. Like, that shit had me heated. Things that they never do, they were doing, bro. I normally wouldn't, but you know what? I really don't care. Like, honestly, I'd rather lose these games and instill this discipline in them now than ever worry about wins and losses. Bro, the kid that I call my captain, this kid Watt, he's the fucking lead in the musical. They're doing the Grinch or some shit like that, and he's the fucking lead. That is cool as hell. I love to like I know you'd be mad in the moment, but it's awesome to have kids that actually do all those things. Usually those are the kids that are pretty easy to coach too. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that was rough. That sucks. UIL, the theater teacher doesn't choose when the UIL one act play happens, bro. You a clown for telling him that shit. He probably looked at you like this fucking idiot. Bro, you are so funny.
First here to begin the third quarter. They're down
Oh
here,
man, I can only imagine how that guy looked at you.
Coaches talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically,
And what's funny is in the moment you didn't know that what I just told you, so he was probably looking at you crazy and you had no idea what was going on. Bro, Andy, you so funny. You kill me.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh man, that is so funny.
First possession of the third quarter.
Because theater people be super like expressive, so I know he was showing how he felt on his face. I know he was.
And running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
Does that win the game?
Yeah, third quarter.
Alright, well, we can run a quick pro-am and then get you in on the next one for sure.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And he'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yeah, I was pretty hyped. Man, the one that I got is nice as hell. It's a Nike golf
after the 5-yard
polo.
completion on first down.
That shit is awesome.
Here we go now.
On play action, Rosen.
Okay.
What kind of throw?
Hey, one of my former players, I told you about that kid Isaiah that was the one that was a backup for our starting center as a junior, got second team all district as a backup. Well, he's at a small JUCO in Kansas playing right now. And
that's another great play to come away with the football.
From Stafford. Yeah, he's at a small JUCO in Kansas, and like he texted me earlier, like messaged me on Snapchat just about that backboard, asking did one of our players break it, but like hours later we're still messaging because things aren't going well for him at the JUCO right now. Which is crazy because 2 months ago he was telling me how excited he was and how well things were going. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is, and I thought like. The reason he was so excited was because early on he got minutes and he wasn't expected to, and he did well, and he didn't sustain those minutes, but I'm sure it's because he wasn't doing what coach was looking for at practice, you know what I mean? Because if you, somewhere in Kansas, yeah. Like he's going to play in a tournament in Iowa this weekend. Yeah, but He's a little upset things aren't going his way, and I just told him to keep at it. I think some of the other, like some of his teammates are hating on him because, you know, he's not super coordinated, and because he just started playing basketball as an 8th grader. The first time he ever picked up a basketball was as an 8th grader. So, I mean, people are hating him, and he's just a little discouraged, but it seems like after this conversation, I've gotten him back focused on what he's trying to do.
And now 4th down.
Because he was already thinking about transferring. Like, he wanted to transfer back to somewhere in Texas. And I told him I don't think that's a bad idea, but you can't give up on this season and think that you're going to transfer, because at the end of the day, you have to worry about what that coach is going to say about you. You have to lean on your game film from the only college games you played.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another.
But I hope things work out for him. Okay, you got the squad left.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession.
Yes, I've always noticed that.
10. And now out comes Houston. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Man, I'm so mad I didn't record last night's game when I shitted on KG, though, because this dude has, like, selective amnesia, I swear. There was a possession in the first quarter where he came and closed out on me. He might not have been my defensive assignment yet, but he for sure closed out on me. And I put a behind the back on him and made his guy, like, reach for the ground and keep his balance. And then I went to the rim and dunked on the 5. And I did it again in the second half. He can't deny the second half because it was way too fresh in everyone's memory. But then I got his teammates to, like, you know, corroborate my story, and his teammates were telling him, like, yeah, bro, he dunked on me in the first half and the second half, and he crossed you at the top of the key in the first half and the second half. And KG's like, no. I'm like, no, your whole team's telling you.
Let's talk a little football 101.
But they were filthy dunks. I'm talking like one-on-one at the top of the key. He's closing out on me. I go behind the back, put him on the ground, then just rise up over the 5. Those boosts make my guy so much better when I buy the dunking one. Because those boosts are +5 and everything. Like, whatever stat category you bought.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Damn.
They go play action here on first down.
They probably are. All you got to do is hype him up. Fuck him. Fuck them. Just keep hyping his ass up.
Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where
hey, on the cool, I think some of my players be hating on my captain for the same reason. So it's just envy.
The defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They hating hard.
That'll load eventually.
On first down, it's Gurley. Room past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty.
Man, but I went in the gym today because I was just thinking about how my team shoots like way too low from the line. And like whenever I work on free throws, like I need them to at least shoot 50%, you know? And I went in the gym today and shot 19 of 20 without, like, you know, just walked in the gym, shot 19 of 20 from the free throw line. I said I will never let them shoot 50% ever again after that. I haven't picked, like, I haven't. It's most of its focus, bro. Just pay attention to the bullshit they're doing before they go to the line. Pay attention to their follow through. Like, it's all lack of focus. because free throws aren't
Stunning
tough.
tackles. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a
I
first
start
down.
yanking them out because of it. Like, if you miss a shot, you don't hold your follow through, out of there.
Little guys in the backyard. Effort will
And
be
they'll
rewarded
learn, like,
if you keep giving
a lot
it.
of times
And
if
how
there's
about
no
that run?
repercussions
Broke through a couple
for
of tackles,
what you're telling
refused to
them,
go
then they're
down.
just going to keep doing what they want to do.
I like what I saw there.
That shit's annoying.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
What about
They'll
this?
throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a second
Different toilet.
down.
We see
Flush.
another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as
What
critical
was
to
that
the
from?
passing
Is
attack
that one of
as a
Lil
lot
Wayne's
of
albums?
receivers, tight
That's a
ends,
skit on
because their
somebody.
ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate
trying
big
to
plays
think.
for an offense.
It's either Outkast or Wayne.
It's Outcast.
Is it for sure?
It's for sure
They
Outcast.
only got a yard out of that
Toiletician.
last completion, and that makes it
I
second
think you
and
might be
9.
right. You might be right.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
You know, kissing these rashes on the mouth.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
What's up?
Yeah.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It appears he'll be a few inches short.
That's
So
me.
9
I always
yards
got the
on
Warriors,
gain
bro. Every
officially,
single league
and it'll be
we've
third
had
down.
together.
I'm not positive, but I
Offense
sure
on
don't want
third
a loss
down
on my
tonight. A pretty
record.
woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
I mean, we can leave if you
Here we
want,
go now. 319. 319.
but I bet if you leave, it'll load up for me.
Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be caught. And he's going to
Fuck
take
that.
it
If
in for
LeBron
a
hadn't used him,
Steeler
I'd be coaching
touchdown.
LeBron's son. Like,
As
fuck
his
seeing
guys
him.
are
I would have
in
made
for
sure
6.
that
And
was
the
my team.
Steelers
I
are
would have made
within a
sure, bro.
2-point conversion of tying this game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead
I
and go
believe.
for
Wait,
2.
why was his first game last night?
He's been dunking all summer.
They'll set up a throw.
Yeah, I know.
Goes right side.
That's his first school game, though. It's a little different.
So they
School
went ahead and
defenses
went for
play
2
tougher
to
than
tie the
AAU. You
game
get a
and
lot
it
more
works
fast
out.
breaks.
Yeah.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kicks away.
Barely.
Are y'all impressed with LaMelo?
This is taken at the 3.
I haven't watched enough of him at Spire.
Solid return, pretty good field
Luke,
position.
say it
He'll
again?
start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the
2 of them
interception
for
last
sure.
time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly
One
not
of
what
them
they
built
want.
like Giannis. The dude's like 6'10", 6'11".
Frustrating because
Like
that
Jack. I was like,
signifies there's a
shit, man.
drive going on.
Hey,
You're
what
in a
about
good
that
spot.
7'8"
Great place
guy
to
or
run some
whatever
of your
on the
best
team
offense.
that we use?
Instead, they
Has he
turn the
gotten
ball
better?
over.
Yeah, turn the ball
I haven't
over
seen
this
him-
Stick
time.
figure.
See if
I
they
haven't
can
seen
avoid
him
doing
play
it here. From the
and since they
32
dropped that
now.
film a
Here's
long time
first
ago
and
on him.
10.
Oh, for real? He just be
Yeah.
sitting on the bench?
Yeah, man. I think like they're trying to get him stronger, but I don't know.
Nah, you know what they call him?
Interception for
First off the
last
bus.
drive. He'll look to throw.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man, that's funny.
An excellent way to
Hey,
start
Andy,
the
let's
drive
quit.
there,
Fuck this
18
shit.
yards.
Close that. Or don't close that.
Let's make
Just
this one simple.
join up
What a
on me
catch.
from the party.
Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This quarterback now, 5 straight
Yeah, I
completions
don't know
here
what
in
I'm
this
going on
second
with this.
half. First and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
From midfield now, here's Rosen.
I'm going
My
straight to
goodness,
this guy. What am I
another
doing?
interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also
Dog,
wondering,
that shit was
is he
so
getting
funny
creative
how I
with what he
shitted
sees
all
on
over him
defense?
last night, and
This guy
somehow he
could
still was able to sit in the party and be like, no, you didn't do that.
For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Well, if the coaching staff
Yo, it's so funny because how often he contradicts himself. He'll be like, nah, you wasn't even getting buckets like that. And then I had 30 points, and he's like, Cole was getting buckets. Cole only had 15 points.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing.
And then
for an
LD,
offense.
you know for
Finding a way
sure,
to
I
create
crossed
that
him
type
over
of
at the top
yardage
of
in
the
your
key
running
twice
game,
and dunked
that'll make
on the
guys
center
carrying the ball very, very
twice.
happy.
No, check. Patriot.
I dunked on like 3 different people, both times. Well, not both times. One of the times that I crossed him, and like both of the times that I crossed KG, his guy stumbled and like was about to hit the floor. But one of the times that when I got to the rim, it was like 3 people there, and I dunked on all of them. But the 5 Raven was there both times. I dunked on his ass both times. Got the and one.
Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought
Boy, KG was hard, I swear.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Well, this
LD, you at the park?
possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Load up on me.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first
That's
and
cool.
10.
I'd rather see your guard than one of these other bums that are random. And I think you're going to be better on your guard now that you understand that I'm the point guard. Like, now that you run the wing, I think you'll be balling. Man, I'll tell you, when the game first came out, LD was KG 2.0. LD would dribble down court, pat, 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 behind the back, pat, 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 pat.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Oh, it was, man. You were KG 2.0. And I would tell him, I'm like, bro, just advance the ball. And it's not even me that's down court. It'll be like Diddy or Gene Cole in the corner or T-Rob. And I'm like, yo, advance the ball. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm trying not to turn it over. I'm like, dog, give them the fucking ball.
They try again with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know I play different. I play high speed no matter what. But the thing is, I can slow it down. Like, I can run a slowed down offense, but the problem is that when most of these people slow it down, they stop looking for the easy buckets that are there. Like, I'll never stop looking for the easy ones just because I decided to slow it down.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Nah, you've gotten way better, LD. Like, as soon as you figure out how to box out, you'll actually be pretty good on that big.
7 of 7. It's
because no, you started to last night, but you still have problems against good bigs. Like,
fire one deep over the middle.
Nah.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown of the new
No,
season.
against a rebounder, but you can stop them from having 20 rebound games. Like, a rebounder getting 20 rebounds means you're just letting them have a field day. If they have 12, maybe 11, 13, that's just the course of playing against a rebounder.
Off-season work, OTAs, but also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
No, I know exactly how that works. But the reason, most of the time, the reason that you be getting beat isn't because of that. When I look and I see you getting beat, it's like you start boxing out, but your head's already under the rim. You can't box out from there. You got to go find him before he gets to the paint. Bro, you on Fortnite? You not running?
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
You said you're not running?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before.
Yeah, that happens. I played against people who do that.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Yeah. No, I mean, that happens, and when that happens, I'm never going to be mad. Like, that shit just happens to everyone. But Raymond just be cooking you on a consistent basis.
Workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
But tell me this though, how come the game that you lagged out, he only had 12 boards? The game that you didn't play.
Gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the
Yes,
gut.
so in the first quarter he probably had 3 or 4 boards, only had 12 for the game. Only had 12 for the game, and that's the game you didn't play. So if your computer can do it, you can do it.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Bro, I'm telling you, if the computer can do it, you can do it. You're just not meeting him where you're supposed to box out. You got to get him outside the paint. And when you say that he's running under the rim and staying there when they shoot, you can't let him run under the rim. When he tries to start running, you got to just keep bumping him and keep that position on. With L2.
And this is fantastic work on both.
Sometimes you just when it's a game like that, you just got to stop worrying about playing defense on everyone else, because you're hurting us more by giving up an offensive rebound and a 3 than you are giving up that 2 or that first look at the 3-point line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football.
And what happened? Did we win?
Quick outs, things that they consider safe.
All right, so it sounds like you did what I asked, and it worked.
Rosen off the play action.
Sounds to me like you did what I asked, and it worked. That's all I'm hearing.
Get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving.
Oh, I know it's hard. Like that's the hardest thing to do on 2K is not help, because anyone who's ever actually played basketball always wants to help, because that's your job.
Good plays have him on the move on first down.
You could tell someone who only plays 2K because they just stick to their man like glue, and if you do that in any basketball game, your team's getting cooked the whole game.
Off the toss, Cohen. Back-to-back nice games.
See, I think you'll get a lot more blocks if you stop jumping to get them. Like when you help, just help with the analog stick, and because of how tall your guy is, these guards will just throw the ball at your hand. You can, when you're trying to block Raven and people like that, when you know that they're going up, you can jump late and still get the block.
Now let's go.
Yeah.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Andy, you still here?
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
You know, sometimes I come home from practice and I'm still in coaching mode, so I be talking about 2K like I'm coaching you in basketball. It's hard to just phase out of that shit.
Andy, I want you to run the baseline and take the jumper. I don't care if he's in your face.
Bro, run shoulder to shoulder. What the fuck are you doing?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard
God damn it,
line.
Tariq Cohen gets hurt every fucking game, bro.
Still down and looking very slow to get up.
I'll tell you what, I'm kind of pissed I dropped him to start the fantasy season.
Ooh, you're foolish.
No, I'm not. Look, I dropped him because my halfbacks are James Conner, Alvin Kamara, and then my flex is locked up because I traded for Melvin Gordon.
What? How did
So I
it
just
get
didn't
so
like.
stacked?
I would never have space for him. And then not to mention, if Cooper Kupp never got hurt, I just have the best team in the league by far. I lost my two of my better players to injuries. I lost O.J. Howard and Cooper Kupp.
Ty Montgomery with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
Wait, what happened to Connor?
The Texans will extend their lead.
Shut the fuck up.
To try to add the PAT.
Bro, my fantasy season is in shambles. Like, all my best players are going down. Melvin Gordon didn't play last week. I hope he comes back this week. Fuck, who was the Steelers halfback? I wish someone would have told me this earlier. Someone already picked him up, I'm sure.
Back up.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
Uh-oh. I can deal with 1 week. I can't deal with the season. But yeah, so I lost O.J. Howard and Cooper Kupp, both for the season.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And O.J. Howard was my surprise pick of the draft, him and James Conner. No one was talking about them, and I got them both late. On the cool, I only got James Conner because that boy Callie told me about him. Callie was like, if he didn't have leukemia, he would have been a first-round draft pick. He would have been like a top back in the league a long time ago. Really?
Maybe a measure of revenge there.
Yeah.
He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oh shit! Let's go to the door, Andy. Andy's at the door.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Are you kidding me, man?
Out of the gun, they'll look to
throw. Sprained ankle.
Down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Tyus Bowser.
No, but I think it might be a high ankle sprain because they're saying it's worse than originally thought, which means I think it's going to be a multiple week injury. Hopefully I can get him back. Connor?
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Hey, it'll bring me in. Hey, so who's the Steelers halfback?
That's a good question.
I might have to go drop someone to get a Steelers halfback. Hey, I'll tell you one of my pickups that's gonna fucking pan out though. Even though I lost Cooper Kupp, Cortland Sutton is the only fucking option in Denver now. Now that Emmanuel Sanders got hurt.
Sack now of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on,
is he for sure going to be the guy? Do you know that for a fact?
Because
no one can
sometimes
stand
up to this week after week.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th
Because
down.
usually when someone gets hurt, the guy who was the backup doesn't just become the starter. They go find a different guy. It's weird as hell how the NFL has been working lately.
They're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
I think I'll just plug Shady in. Fuck it. I forgot I still had Shady on my bench.
He had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard
Yeah, Denzel.
line.
So my team consisted of Melvin Gordon, Shady McCoy, Alvin Kamara, James Conner, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, OJ Howard. Someone fucking cut Jared Goff. I picked him up.
Now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock.
God, I was just shitting on the whole league, and then injuries just bit me in the ass.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative.
Man, if this doesn't load up again, I'm gonna be pissed.
How to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now,
San Francisco, he's playing against Richard Sherman.
I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
yeah, no, that's tough. But at the end of the day, I don't have that much better of options. Like, I have other guys. I have, yeah, they probably will. I know that, but they're still, like, when you're a #1 option, they're still going to force feed you the ball to an extent. Like, you're still going to get goal line looks. Exactly. So, like, they have to be able to move the ball. And you know what? That dude Lindsey's been moving the ball for him. So maybe they'll move the ball on the ground and get him in the red zone and be able to score.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
But you said you got who? You got Lindsey? Man, I didn't know nothing about him.
In one of mine,
and this will probably be the final play.
Hey, you got
a 2-minute warning.
LD.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
You are childish as hell. You was in the locker room like, hey, bro, I need at least 2 touchdowns today to win.
Niggas in the warm.
Timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Losing yardage back to the 3. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff
well, it might not put us in the game. If it does it, fuck it, because this is the second one it did.
And Lutz puts this
fuck
one
that.
through.
That was a hopping off party. We got 4 people in here.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded about
That's
a yard
enough.
deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
No, just Mahomes and Gurley is enough, really.
Yeah, you have the 2 top point scorers in fantasy this year already, right there.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, he for sure. One of my
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes
I lost one game in one of my leagues because I got Breeze and Michael Thomas.
We'll give up more than 3.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I completely zoned out and didn't hear shit you said about your team after Mahomes and Todd Gurley. That's all I heard. After that, I didn't hear a word.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mm-hmm. How's Gordon been doing?
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a good pick.
Set. Move, landed.
James Watt's legit.
He'll drop to throw.
He's been scoring points this year.
And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have.
I ended up
enough
taking
legs underneath him
Anthony
to
Miller,
catch
bro,
one
as a
big off.
sleeper.
Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do
Never
start
my
to watch
top
as the
receivers
arm
out.
there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Detroit. Leopard. Leopard.
I started him when
Gotta
Tyreek
try
Hill
it
was
here.
on
He's
by.
back to throw.
He scored like 16 for me.
Under pressure,
Hey, why
the
won't it put us in a
Texans
fucking
able to
game?
get
What
the
is this?
sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Y'all want to leave again? I think it's the update messed it up. They probably put a little mini patch in tomorrow to fix it or something. I bet you Rec
And
isn't
here
working
comes
well
the
right now.
Texans now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
What happened? I was like, goddamn. What did I
Charles, it's
miss?
one thing to win. It's
I know I
another thing
zoned
to
out
win
for
and
LD's whole team, but did I miss the whole argument
Boy,
too?
were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
Hey, LD.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive
One of the guys I
coordinator,
coached
you
with
still think you
shattered
can do
the
anything
backboard
wrong.
today.
Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the
Yeah,
Texans,
one of the guys I coached with was like showing the guys a drill and shattered the
And they will
backboard
hit the road next week
when
for
he
a
done
date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,
Yeah,
they'll
I'll
drop
send
to
a picture in that
0-2,
chat.
and they'll try to get
That
back
shit
on the
was
beam
funny.
next week as they'll head to Cleveland. to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I get it. Hell yeah, he's like 6'8", 6'9". Not to be shattering the backboard, the kid said that he didn't even like grab on it and like try to hang on it or anything. It's just like he slammed it through and that shit just shattered. Uh, that's what's up.
Yeah, he's nice. I like Riley.
The neighborhood.